Hello everybody, I'm Aries, and today I'm going to show you what I believe to be the very best way to get organic polymer in Ark Survival Evolved. So now we're landed at 2550, and this is where we're going to start. So what you want to do, put your bird away. Put out your Giga, and left there won't be any crabs. That's going to lead to a cavern, and then toward the red zones and such, blue zones. Oh, that's loud. I didn't turn that down in my ear. So we've got this entire river full of crabs, and all of the crabs are going to provide organic polymer. This is also an amazing way to get chitin. You're going to get a tremendous amount of chitin, only to be beaten, I think, by the Megatherium. If, say, you had access to Ragnarok, you could go to the volcano and you can eat bugs, and when you eat bugs with that, you're going to get probably the most chitin. But for this map and what we're doing, this is going to be the fastest. You basically just are going to run down the river. Nothing can get you, nothing can hurt you. I can stand here and literally everything ignores me for the most part. But what you get is chitin or organic polymer, and then this is a great way to get meat. So aside from the reasons earlier as far as time and invested in everything, you're going to end up with a good amount of meat. And what that meat's going to do is provide you with another amazing resource that you can use. You can only use so much honey, and there's no really byproduct to the plants when you go harvest those in the Aberration red zone. This byproduct is going to be, it's like you're getting meat at the same time as you're getting chitin, as you're getting organic polymer. So you're filling up all your troughs. You're making a tremendous amount of chitin to be used for and basically just stored, and you're getting your organic polymer. And if you have everything already prepared, you can go back home and build all your tech walls or your tech items as soon as you get home. Or you could use the soap. These guys are going to hop around. So when I get to this point, it's a good point to stop and then make sure that you check your inventory to make sure that he is not overweight, because then you'll stop collecting things. So what we do is we're going to put org in his inventory. We're going to pull all that out, and then I'm not going to keep any of this stuff, but you can see that is a lot of chitin. And like I said, this is a 5-time server, and that is a lot of meat. So we're going to drop everything, and then we're going to continue. So we're just going to keep on moving. And when you're doing this, you might run into a alpha crab, usually every time, and you're going to get a good amount of experience points. So aside from the other ways of doing it, and doing it with a bear, you're leveling a creature that almost everybody has, which would be a Giga, or everybody has to end up usually getting. And when you end up with that, you have the safety and the security of it, but you don't have to worry about leveling as much, because you can get them up pretty high by just doing this. So you're not just filling your troughs and everything, you're also leveling one of the best dinos. So a thing to mention would be, don't stand up on anything. When you're dismounted, you could be grabbed by the Carquinos, and if you get grabbed, there's not a really good way for you to save yourself. You're going to want to have an animal near you so that you can whistle for them to attack and defend you. So when you get on this Giga, make sure that you have them on neutral, just in case you do get picked off. And if you glitch and everything freezes, you can spawn back at a bed, hopefully if you have a shack. So this is the waterfall, and at the waterfall you could go up around this way. I'm just gonna try to chew on this tree for a second. So there's gonna be a second tiered waterfall, and there might be a couple of crabs right here, so we're gonna just squeeze over here real quick. And there's a few. We're gonna have to turn around. So we can hop off because I've eaten everything. We're gonna go to org, pull that out. You know, maybe I'll keep the meat. And we'll drop this. Okay, so I'm gonna put him away and so that we can fly to the next spot, which is gonna be back up the river. It'd just be a little bit faster if we fly. So we're gonna go straight back down. We could shortcut that way, but it's good to get used to how the river runs. So we have a lot of organic polymer, and say if we were to want to drop it off right now, we could drop it off in our shack, start cooking it down into soap, and that soap could just be filled into say a tech storage, and then you could have a tremendous amount of soap to be used whenever you're in need. So before I land, I'm going to take a look to make sure there's no raptors. There's a scorpion, because that's where Aberration will get you. There's always something hiding, just waiting to get you. I think that's probably the best part of this map. Just a lot of adventure, especially on foot. So we are going to eat this guy, and we're going to turn around and go up this way. You're going to see that there's a lot of fish everywhere as well. You probably noticed. It's a good way to get a lot of fish. Some piranhas. Now these are going to respawn, I'd say, by the time you get done dropping things off at wherever you live, or unless you have a shack right next to the river, or maybe a pie on a ridge. They're going to be respawn, all respawn, and then you can come back. On a 5x server, you usually get over 100,000, and so you're going to end up with quite a bit, and then you can come back and get another 100,000. I think I've made 15,000 tech walls, and everything costs the same as it would on any others, on a normal unofficial server. It's just getting the resources at 5x is a lot better, but having the best method is going to be key. So this just can't be beat with the amount of things that it helps all at once, the amount of risk. the amount of reward, the amount of experience points, the alphas you can get. It's a beautiful map. You're not inside of a cave. You're not in the dark. You're not vulnerable. So this will be the end of the road. So let's go through here. And our weight has still not filled up all the way, which is great. That's a real important thing to have happen. You cannot have all of your crabs organic polymer go into your inventory if it's maxed out. Geez, these guys are at 230. This is a 10 times difficulty server, so some of the dinos spawn at the max is 300. Yep, so that's the end of the road. So you want to end up right here and pull out the rest of your organic polymer. That's a lot. And there's the meat. We're going to pick the meat because I might need meat. I need to go to Ragnarok and see. And there's a lot of chitin. That's over 100,000 chitin for sure. You're going to end up with a lot of chitin. So I'm going to drop that. And then let's see what we've got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. Wow. 11 times 6 would be 66. So 66 times 2,000. That's 120,000 plus 12, 132. So we're looking around 132,000. And I hope that you have a great day.